I'm aiming to 100% every game in my Steam library. I play a wide variety of games, and earning every achievement makes me feel like I've gotten the most out of the game and the most bang for my buck. Today, I'm grabbing all the achievements for Islets is an adventure Metroidvania platformer developed by Kyle Thompson and published by Armor Games Studios. We play as Eco, this charming little mouse. We set out on a quest to reunite a fragmented island and bring peace to the land. This is a brightly colored, wholesome game with a wonderful vibe, beautiful hand-painted scenery, and one hell of a soundtrack. With 44 achievements up for grabs, let's get into the grind. The game opens up with some lore about 5 islands we'll be experiencing throughout the game. Long ago, 5 separate islands merged into one and the ecosystems began to thrive, assisting and complementing one another perfectly. Electromagnetic cores were placed on each island to prevent the islands from separating and drifting apart. Over time, the cores were forgotten, resulting in them splitting apart and wild beasts to claim each region. Every year, many aspiring warriors set out to reach the cores and restore balance and bring the islands back together. We then find Eco reading and writing letters in our little boat. We are then greeted by Snoot. Snoot sucks. We hate Snoot. He makes fun of our boat and skills as a warrior before taking off, leaving our boat crumbling in his wake. We crash land in the Grass Valley and officially begin our journey. Heading out into the world, we become familiar with the controls, environment, and early game enemy variety. We have our standard melee attack, brandishing a sword against foes, but we also have a bow, which will prove useful for combat as well as traversal. Wandering around, taking in the beautiful world around us, we stumble upon our first upgrade. Finding an upgrade, we're given the choice between 3 cards for various buffs to help us in our quest. When selecting one of the 3, we earn the A Little Stronger achievement for collecting an upgrade. Near the first upgrade, we run into our first boss, the Grave Crawler. This root vegetable wearing a skull beanie was fun to fight. The creature design in this game is amazing and the combat is very fluid and rewarding. After dying a couple times, we best the boss and grab the Root of Evil achievement for defeating Grave Crawler. A little further on during our exploration, we stop by one of the many statues. These statues allow you to save your game and regen your health and ammunition. Heading past the statue to the next screen, there's a suspicious plank of wood on the ground. Dropping through reveals a pit. While falling into the pit, we get the Getting Thirsty achievement pop for finding a hidden nook. Circling back around to where we crash landed, we run into the homie Greybird. He gives us a little airship to use, which is crucial to navigate the hub area of the world. When hopping in our new ship, we're taken to Sky City. Here, there's a cast of characters with little shops and lore. Having acquired a decent amount of currency at this point, I stop by some of the shops to see what they have to offer. While shopping around, I earned 3 more Chieves rather quickly. I purchased some map markers and got the Pins in the Map achievement pop. I swung by the neighboring shop and grabbed a health potion and received the Feeling Stronger Chieve. Heading upward from here, I stopped by this excited mailbox I can use to get helpful letters from friends. Upon purchase, the Keeping Up with Friends achievement pops. Flying around Sky City a bit more, I entered a new screen and was happily surprised as I encountered another boss. I really enjoyed the fact that there was aerial combat in the game. It provided a nice additional flavor, being more bullet hell oriented than the standard ground combat. When taking down this boss, we are rewarded with the Something's Fishy achievement for defeating the Sky Pirates. After defeating the flying fish, I head down to Inverous Island, the second of the separated islets. Each island has a different aesthetic and comes with different enemy variety and environmental obstacles. I found this really neat because once powering up the cores on an islet, it attaches itself to the other islets, which in turn connects the maps together, providing routes between the different locations. Being a Metroidvania, I spent a lot of time scouring each and every corner of the map that was currently accessible to me, and eventually I stumbled across my 10th upgrade, and when collected, I earned the Pretty Tough achievement. I found this upgrade while I was traversing an area I was being led through by this very suspicious tour guide, and when reaching the end of the area I ran into another boss battle. I encountered the Tomb of 1,000 Spirits, a stone coffin that presumably wants to claim my spirit for their expansive collection. Once we've taken it out, the Tour Trouble achievement pops for doing so. Shortly after defeating the tomb, we encounter another boss in the same region. This is the Clockmaker. He has a unique stage with moving platforms while he attacks from various angles. After a few attempts, we beat him and are rewarded with the Ticking Time Bomb Chieve. Traveling back to Sky City in my little bucket, I stop at some of the shops again to see what's up for sale. While here, I decided to buy an upgrade, resulting in the pop for the Shrine Bright achievement for buying the Shrine Shifter upgrade. This allows me to fast travel from any discovered save shrine throughout the world. With a few more skills under my belt at this point, such as double jump and a ground smash attack, we head back to the Grass Valley area to poke around some areas previously unreachable. Exploring around eventually leads us to an encounter with another boss, the Buried Beast. I'm a huge fan of boss fights, as I'm sure many of you are. There's so many to experience in this game, and trust me, we'll be experiencing all of them many times later on. After defeating the Buried Beast, we earn the 9 lives, 8 knives achievement pop. At this point, in order to progress to any of the new islets, I must upgrade my little airship. In order to upgrade the airship, we have to find some gears that are lost throughout the world. Once finding the 2 gears I needed for the first upgrade, we head back to the shop in Sky City and trade them for a ship enhancement, getting a better bucket achievement in the process. Doing so also adds a gun to our bucket, allowing us to break some fragile walls to access new areas, as well as give us a way to fight back against the sky bosses. Speaking of, once breaking a wall and flying to a new area, we run into another airship boss fight. Having a means of attack now is very helpful and made the aerial battles way more fun. Taking down the Mecha Rat earns us a Sky Tail achievement pop. Exploring past the rat, we discover Wolf Pine Island. Probably my favorite island aesthetically, as it's thunderstorming and the sound design mixed with the dreary visuals made the area so cozy. While here, we run into the homie Greybird, who informs us about a lost grave somewhere on the island, saying he'll meet us there. We head there and find him waiting, talking about how sad it is. Of course, the Forgotten Grave is a boss. Taking down the enemy gives us the Grave Danger achievement pop. During our exploration, we've come across several stone gates that can only be opened if you spend some money to open them. There aren't many, with there only being 5 in total. Upon finding the 5th one and buying our way through, we get the Paying Your Dues achievement pop. Having explored the area as much as possible for now, we venture back through Sky City and make our way through another fragile wall, running into the Grapplebot. I beat the majority of the sky bosses on my first try, but only by the skin of my teeth. When defeating the Grapplebot, the Coming to Grips achievement pops. We make our way into Eastright Island now. Eventually, we run into this bunny who gives us a tour of their garden. They tell us about a few plants and then claims one of them has ran away, asking us for assistance in finding it. They also request we bring any seeds we find back here and add them to the garden. Making our way through the new environment, finding the 3 seeds the bunny requested, we take them back to the garden to be planted. They grow and provide us with platforms to reach an area above where the runaway plant has gone to. Climbing to the new area, we take out the plant and are rewarded with the Tulip Tussle Chief for doing so. Since purchasing the last upgrade, I've been actively avoiding spending any more money on anything so I could save up for the most expensive purchases in the game. After defeating the plant, I had enough schmeckles to spend on the map markers to earn the All Mapped Out achievement. This brings us back to Snoot, the turd from the beginning. He's been nothing but rude and dismissive to us since the start, and always has something cocky to say. We hate Snoot. However, he sent us some mail informing us that he's opening a shop somewhere in the Rainy Plains. Heading there and paying a visit gives us the Turning a New Leaf achievement. Thank you for the chief, Snoot, but you still suck. Also in the Rainy Plains, there's this chill cat just relaxing. We find him meditating or something, and he'll be important here in a little while. Exploring onward, we find our 30th upgrade and acquire the Halfway There achievement. A little later, we make a new homie who is on the hunt for a witch so he can defeat it and become a true warrior. When making it to the witch's location, he arrives ready to do battle, and the witch instantly turns him to stone. We avenge the homie and defeat the boss, getting the Stone Cold Witch achievement for that. Stopping by Sky City after a while, I swing by the shop and pick up 2 more upgrades. I leveled up the strength of my sword and arrows to earn the Strengthened Sword and Sharper Arrows achievements back to back. After this, I decided to knock out a few miscellaneous achievements before getting back on track with story progression. Stopping by the post box in the city, I received some strange mail giving me clues starting a scavenger hunt. I used the clues to head to different locations across the world, taking me step by step closer to the end goal. Eventually, we head back to the location of the first boss we face and take a look around, discovering a path to take. This leads us to another battle facing off against a double version of the same boss. Upon defeating the duo, a little nook is unlocked where we find 3 upgrades and earn the X marks the spot achievement for completing the scavenger hunt. Remember the Forgotten Grave? Ever since we defeated it, Greybird has been waiting for us to come visit the location where he took it. So we head off over there to find the spirit of the Forgotten Grave swimming around peacefully among the rest. When getting close enough, an old friend achievement pops. Now it's time to head back to the Rainy Plains. We head down a previously unexplored section of the map and run into the Chill Cat again from before. Once arriving to his second location, the Loving the Rain chief pops for finding both of his hiding spots in Rainy Plains. Setting our sights now back onto story progression, we continue on and run into Snoot. His arrogant ass is going to accompany us for a little while claiming that we're free to explore now because he'll protect us. Moving forward with him trailing behind, we encounter another boss. When we do, he tells us to stand back. He'll take care of it. I decided to let him cook for 5 seconds and he did nothing at all. So we take down the beast and get a swampy situation chief pop for defeating the swamp frog. Snoot states that he will take half the credit for defeating the beast and the other half of the credit belongs to his shoes. I hate Snoot so much. Every time he talks, I just want to hit him. And believe me, I've tried. But this? At this point, I just want to fuck. Having found enough ship parts to grab another upgrade, we head back to the shop to scoop up the top of the line achievement for upgrading our airship again. This is the final upgrade for the airship. It's fully maxed out. Now we're able to teleport using our ship and we make it past a laser barrier, entering the arena for another sky boss. This boss fight is intense and really fun, requiring us to use the teleport upgrade during combat. Once it's taken down, we pop the Exterminator achievement for defeating the Defender unit. We now make our way to Cinder Island, the last of the unexplored islands in the bunch. However, when we get there, the path forward is blocked. We've missed an upgrade. During the search for the missing upgrade, we come across an undiscovered boss. Once again, upon defeating it, we earn the Robot Rampage achievement for taking down the rogue bot. Continuing forward, we find the upgrade and we're now able to smash through these large blocks using a charged attack. Before heading straight back to Cinder Island, I spent a good amount of time going back through the world looking for locations containing these large blocks in pursuit of more upgrades. Not only is there another upgrade related achievement, there's also something very specific I was searching for, contained within an upgrade decision. But more on that in a moment. Somewhere in the midst of collecting more upgrades, I found one and chose to upgrade my damage output, leveling it up enough to earn the strongest sword achievement for reaching sword strength 10. When back at Cinder Island, we find the core immediately, but the 3 statues behind it are trying to destroy it. With the way forward blocked yet again, we head out and around to search for access elsewhere. We find our way back to the island and come across a boss that's tied to one of the statues near the core. We take out the boss and earn the Bony Battle Chief Pop for defeating the Bone Golem and stopping 1 set of lasers. Now it's time for a couple pit stops to do a few things. A while back in the game, we defeated the Tomb of 1,000 Spirits. When we did, the spirits escaped and have been contained within a pit. We find the pit and there's a lever to open it nearby. Timing the lever pull with a teleport arrow just right allows us to fall into the pit and earn the Pits achievement. I mentioned earlier that while searching for upgrades, I was looking for something very specific. I'm not sure if this is entirely RNG or if it's tied directly to a certain upgrade within the world, but when finding an upgrade, one of the 3 options will say, something happens in Forgotten Rots. We have to make sure to select this card as it's needed for one of the chiefs. After selecting it, we head to the location where we fought the witch earlier on. When we arrive there, we're able to free the homie that was turned to stone and earn the Back to Life achievement pop. With the extra money earned from saving our boy from his life as a rock, we head back to Sky City and purchase an arrow upgrade, which pops the Sharpest Arrows achievement for reaching Arrow Strength 10. It's now time to head back and fight the bosses tied to the laser statues. We head back to Cinder Island and locate one of the remaining 2 and take on the fight. Once defeated, we get the Burning Bridges achievement for defeating the Filth Pest. Next, we move on to the last statue-related boss and the final boss of the game. Gut Ghoul provided a really cool fight with the second phase taking place in the air using our ship. Toward the end of the fight, he sucks us up into his mouth and we wake up in his stomach. Our friends come to help, but they get gobbled up as well. Snoot's assistant then shows up, rappelling down on the Gut Ghoul's squishy part, which we're able to attack, doing the last bit of damage needed to defeat him and earn the Behind the Mask achievement pop. With the final boss defeated and all the cores in the game repaired, we've beaten the game. Snoot actually gives us props for saving the island, but I still want to kick him off this fucking hill. Spawning back in, we're next to a gate that can only be opened once you've found all the upgrades in the game, so we set off to find those. With only a few upgrades remaining, we find them rather quickly and get the fully equipped achievement for that. Now we make our way back to the gate and open it for the Mystery Beyond achievement pop. Behind the gate, we find a party being thrown in our honor for bringing the islands back together and saving everyone. The islands are now able to coexist and thrive once more. This leaves us with only 4 remaining achievements to grab. Upon beating the game, I unlocked access to the boss rush mode. The first one I went for was for beating a boss without taking any damage, which can be done in the boss rush mode. I figured why not get it out of the way on the very first boss of the game. I'm ashamed to say that after all this time, it took me several attempts, but I finally got it after almost 19 minutes and earned the Can't Touch This achievement pop. The rest of the achieves are for completing the boss rush mode several times. Here they are rapid fire style. I earned the All in a Row achievement for completing the boss rush. Toughest Warrior achieve for beating the boss rush on hard difficulty. And I don't want to brag or anything, but I may or may not have done it in under 120 deaths with an F rank. And finally, I earned the Make It Out Alive achievement for completing the boss rush without dying. And yes, I did it on easy mode. Work smarter, not harder, people. Fight me. And that's it. All Islets achievements in the bag. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. It was remarkably wholesome and very fun to play. The story was cute, the environments and art style was beautiful, and the music was absolutely off the charts. It's a game I didn't want to put down, and if I had to put it down, it's something I couldn't wait to get back to. I would recommend this game to anyone, with or without the achievement grind. Thank you so much for reaching the end of the video. I really appreciate it. I truly enjoy making these, and I'm doing my best to get videos out while working 2 jobs and also streaming a couple days a week. Speaking of, shoot on over to Twitch and drop a follow. Hang out and say hello. We'd love to have you. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're still here. I would appreciate that greatly. Thank you for your time, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in another video. Smooches.